joining Sharon at her yard and looking forward to hearing more about the yard's runners on Tuesday. A little bit difficult because there is the possibility of a surface change, but we're going to run through them with Sharon. And in race 1, Trippy's Tune will get the yard started, having second start.
Trippy's Tune, it is his second run, and he was quite green in his first run, not quite sure what was going on. He does show a lot of pace, that's why I brought him back to the 1,000 metre, and it is around the turn. But if not too green, I think he should run well. And should we go to the poly, I am still going to let him have his second run.
There you go. We move to race 2, where the two runners will step out. More Than a Dream, who's shown fantastic improvement, and she's placed in both runs locally. She'll be joined by Monaa Lower. Now, she's shown great betterment from first run to second.
Yeah, More Than a Dream. Unfortunately, she's got a bit of a wide draw, so if we shift, she's going to have to overcome that. But she's run well, and she was coughing after her last run, so we hopefully have sorted all of that out, and hopefully she can produce a better run. Monaa Lower, definitely improvement from first to second. She's only starting to mature now. She does have a wide draw, and I think that she is looking for further, but she is going to start needing the racing experience, so even if they shift, she will be a runner.
Another two runners in race 3, Tempelhof and Elusa Mattera, who in her 3 runs to date has held form well.
Tempelhof was running a cracker up to a point, and then she seemed to take a wrong step. Nothing was found amiss. By the time she got back to the parade ring, everything was fine, but Marco thought, horse and safety come first, so, you can't blame him for that. I think that if she carries on like she did in her last, and all goes well, she should be a nice sort there. Elusa Mattera, she's done absolutely nothing wrong from her first jump. She's improving every run, and she's maturing in every run. She has got a little bit of a wide draw, but the poly shouldn't be an issue.
In race 4, we'll see the quirky Uncle George, and I don't want to put the mockers on, but he seems to be finding his feet.
Yes, we seem to have sorted him out a little bit. So, we've always got to say if he behaves at the start. He's been very consistent of late. So if he behaves on the start and they don't have a delay at the start, which is what happened in the last run, and I was quite impressed because they unloaded and reloaded. So, but by then he'd already, done his race. So he has got the draw. So I think that we can see a very good run from him.
In race 5, we'll see Irontail.
Irontail, he's one of those huge horses that battles to take the corner on the poly. He's got a bit of a wide draw. He enjoys the trip on the grass. So if he runs on the grass, expecting a good run, if we shift to the poly, he's more than likely I will take him out.
Our poster girl here, Rosa D, will take part in race 6.
Rosa D, she was stubborn in her last run, which is totally out of character for her. So I'm not quite sure what went wrong, and she never raised a gallop. So she was obviously just feeling a little bit flat. Her work has been very good, and she has bounced back. So she enjoys the track and the trip. Either surface, doesn't really matter. Expecting a good run from her.
In race 7, the duo of Madame Vicki and Jean-Paul will line up.
Yeah, Madame Vicki and Jean-Paul, both of them are not poly fans, so I'm hoping that it does stay on the grass, which is going to be highly unlikely with all the amount of water that's been falling. Madame Vicki, I thought this was the ideal race for her on the grass. She's got a lot of pace. She enjoys going straight and doing the 1200 up the straight. As with Jean-Paul, he likes them coming a little bit off them, and he finishes his races quite strong. But if it shifts to poly, both of them unlikely starters.
And in race 8, Miss Rose will be back off a break.
Yes, Miss Rose unfortunately comes off her suspension. It is her first run back, but in saying that, she's a 1,000-metre specialist, and her form prior to having bled in the last run is very consistent and very good. So, expecting a decent run back from her, either surface doesn't make a difference.
Really great run through there by Sharon. Always hard discussing the horses on both surfaces, and much appreciated.